welcome to Game Magic here, and welcome back to more Dragon's History to Return to the Lair, where in the last episode, we defeated the Grim Reaper and collected the Magic Arrow, a one-time use, or we can only hold one Magic Arrow at a time, but it's pretty hard to not have a Magic Arrow going forward, just because the game does its absolute best to make sure you always have one on you. Anyway, in this episode, we are going to be descending into the final area of the game, before the final boss, that is, which is the Wizard's Lair, I guess you could call it. I don't know, because we have the Wizard's Key to enter the Wizard's Lair. So call it that if you wish, but it is going to require everything we have learned up until this point. So move through these doors, step to the right, make sure you don't have the Magic Arrow equipped, and shoot this thing, or shoot the Gideon before it can get the better of you. And then turn around, and you'll see another one is spawning behind you. Shoot it twice, and it's done. Then put your key into the hole, and open the door forth. And step through into the final section of the game.
The wizard will stop at nothing to keep you from me. You will need to use everything in your possession to get through these trials.
That's certainly the truth. Everything we have up until this point will be required to reach the wizard. Our sword, our crossbow, probably not the standard arrows. We're probably going to use the flame arrows. The magic arrow, health potions, mana potions, not these treasures. Our essences. It will all be useful, imperative, if I may say so myself, to reaching the final boss battle of the game. Notice my word choice there. So first off, you're going to come to this edge, equip your dragon wing, and hover your way down to the ground. Stop before these things start to close in on each other, and then drop below, and then again hold yourself right above this lava, drop through as soon as they start to spread apart. Stop yourself before the next one, wait for them to spread apart, and then stop yourself right above the lava, and then drop down below. And meet the third kind of dragonling, the one that can actually shoot electricity at you. And actually, you know what? I'm going to showcase the thing I told you about yesterday. We're going to use the magic arrow. It kills you in one shot, but guess what? The game realizes that you use the magic arrow, so it gives me another one in its place. And now we're actually going to use the flame arrow, because that's what we really should be using to take these guys out. They take 3 shots to take down, as opposed to the regular amount of 2. And then once we clear these guys out, we can mop up any moraines and gather what we need from the barrels around us. Now, we need to equip the dragon scale, because we're going to be stepping into a room that will continually drain our health. There's 2 ways you can go about this. Looking at the flames ahead of you and trying to guess where the gaps are, like right here. You can step out right here, and then you'll be safe right around here. This is a gap. But it's really inconsistent in this manner. It's technically the safer way to just look for the gaps, but it's also inconsistent in how you do that. So I recommend just kind of trying to run for the exit and somersaulting under like that. But if you want to be safe about it, you can try and look for the gaps, because that like I said, that is technically the safer way to do it. It's just the more inconsistent way, because it's really hard to see where the gaps are. Anyway, once you make it over here, we're going to have to equip the Dragon Wing once more, and then start our descent. This time, instead of blades, there are fire dispensers, so we're going to have to drop through all of them, look for where the fire comes out, and then drop below them, or wait for the fire to turn the smoke, so that you'll be able to drop through just fine. And the second you touch down in this section, press right on the D-pad and equip the Dragon Scale. That's about the quickest transition you'll have to make in the entire game, because like you may have heard me mention previously that it's hard to discern when you need to equip the Dragon Scale and when you don't, but that's one of the spots. So again, 3 shots to each of these dragonlings to take them down. 1, 2, 3, and then the door will open. But before we go on, we're going to collect as many health and mana as we can, because the game realizes that these are really demanding sections that are going to require as much health and mana as you can. And in this section alone, we had to use 2 essences. We had to use the arrow, the crossbow, the sword, and the magic. Well, we didn't have to use the magic arrow. I chose to use the magic arrow. And we still have to stock up on our health and mana. And we've only been recording for about 5 minutes. So, yeah, strap in for the road ahead, friends and fans. And then, when you're ready, proceed to the next room. Welcome to Metal Madness, the, I think, biggest room in the entire game. Just look at this. It's freaking massive, with so many platforms going all the way. First off, wait for this platform to reach the starting area and then step onto it. Okay. So the basic goal is you want to try to go, we're trying to get up there. Oh, hold on, move to this platform. Up there. Up there is where the exit is, and that's where we are trying to get to. Sorry, no, up there is where the exit is. I don't know why I thought it was over there. Move over to this platform right here, jump past the Dragonlings and equip the Dragon Scale, and then we're going to run over to this top piece of the platform, wait for it to go over to this right here, grab the goblet, take out your crossbow, and aim at these guys. 1, 2, sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and that's all of them taken out. Now we just wait for the platforms to come back to us so that we can actually get on. You can jump over there, but because the entire floor is made of lava, it's really not worth the risk. So now what we do is we wait for this platform to rejoin with the bottom part of the ramp, like so, and then we wait for this platform to rejoin with the top part of the ramp. And the reason we have the Dragon Scale on is so that we don't have to worry about being hit by these flames. You want to stay on the bottom part of the ramp right here to jump onto this top part of the ramp. Again, with the Dragon Scale on, these fireballs cannot hurt you. And then wait for that platform over there to join with the top part of this ramp, which may take a while. There we go, now it's coming over to us. Took a little bit, but it's finally coming over. So step onto this moving platform, it's going to take us all the way over there. And actually, let me check on how many treasures are in this room really quickly. Okay, there's only one more treasure for us to get, and it's a diamond, and I know where it is. Okay. Again, Dragon Scale, these fireballs kind of hurt you, and now we're going to move over here. It's a really complicated room when you first look at it, but when you know where you have to go, it's not too particularly challenging. Alright, so this chain's really hard to see, but you can kind of see it. You want to jump for the chain like so, and then switch to the Dragon Wing, get as far up this chain as you can, and then leap onto this platform right here. And the reason you have the Dragon Wing is so that you have something to fall back on if you don't make the jump initially. Then switch to the Dragon Scale so you can move along without getting hit by the fireballs, and then wait for one of these waves to finish. Then immediately switch to the Dragon Wing and glide over. Because if you have if anything other than the Dragon Scale on, you are not safe from those fireballs. So you have to make another really quick transition. Alright, so over here, grab as many things as you can, and then wait for the 2 Dragonlings to appear. So we're going to take you out with the flame arrows, and you're done. These things are a one-hit kill. Please don't get hit by them. Stand in between them as they pass, and then move past them again. Here, Dragon Scale on. What we're going to do is we're going to stick to the right side as the right one moves up, or the left side as the left one moves up, and then switch to the other lane and move past. Then jump up to this chain right here, and then this chain right here, and then over to this chain right here. I probably should have had the Dragon Wing on for that section, but you know what you're gonna do, I suppose. But we actually do have to have the Dragon Wing on for this section, so jump off of this chain and then glide over to this pillar right here, and we will come to a solid landing. And before we spawn anything, because I think either as soon as we jump in, or not as soon as we land, as soon as we step into that cage area, some gargoyle or some grunts are gonna spawn in. Yeah, remember those guys? Yeah, they're just as annoying as they were before. And so we're actually going to have our Dragon Flame on for this. There's 2 ways you can do it. Have the Dragon Flame on and make this quick, or have the Dragon Spirit on so that you can refill your health if you ever take any damage. We're going to go with the Dragon Flame route. So wait for them to stumble into you, and then use a Whirlwind attack with the Dragon Flame, and they'll both be taken out instantly. Then again, more we're going to spawn in up ahead, so stand back a little bit. Use the Whirlwind strategy. This is going to take out 2 of them, but not 3 of them, because the third one decided to stay back. But because he decided to stay back, that means we can use the crossbow on him. Count him 1, count him 2, count him 3, and you're done. Now, there's going to be more gargoyles that spawn in behind you, so get what you can from these barrels, equip the Dragon Wing, and then just run. Okay, that didn't go as well as I planned it to go, admittedly. So, if this happens, which it really shouldn't, but if it does, you're not out of luck, because you can fall onto any one of these platforms and just do the whole thing over again. So you probably shouldn't do that because, you know, it's not ideal to have to go through this whole room again. But it's better than being assaulted by all of those grunts up there at once. So I'm just going to skip ahead in the footage until I get back up there. Hey guys, how you doing? Well, this is going to be easy. Or maybe it won't be. Okay, here, take a flame sword, and there you go. 2 shots in the flame sword and you're done. Count them 1, count them 2, And then there's going to be one more up ahead. Count 1. Count them 2. Okay. That wasn't part of the initial plan. The initial plan was to spawn them in and then run away. But I couldn't get a hold. I didn't have the Dragon Wing equipped, so it backfired on me greatly. But I had a backup plan in place in case it went awry. So now what we want to do is glide over to that column over there. Because you can kind of see it in the distance. It's a diamond. So what we want to do is grab that diamond before we head out. You can kind of see it coming into focus now. So we're going to land on this little beam right here to grab the diamond. And then glide over to the door, which is directly over to the left. And you'll notice our mana is almost completely drained from this section. But don't worry, because the second we step through this door, we're going to get a huge refill on mana. But just in case... No, we'll wait. Refill your flame arrow supply, and then jump onto this checker tile to grab the mana right here. If that doesn't fill you up entirely, then you can always drink a mana potion, but we're not going to do that right now, because we're under assault, or we're under attack from these dragonlings. So what's going to happen is every time a dragonling spawns in, one of these checkered tiles is going to fall to the ground and teleport over straight ahead. So what you want to do is stay on this platform for as long as you can, so that you have as many platforms as possible to serve as well, platforms to get to the end. And another thing, too, is that you may notice we only have 3, if you remember the count from earlier, we only have 3 treasures left to collect in the entire game. 1 diamond and 2 crowns. The diamond's in this room, the 2 crowns are in the next room. We're coming up on the end, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm going to actually drink that mana potion right now while the checkerboard tiles reposition themselves. Bad timing, bad timing, bad timing. Drink quicker, drink quicker, drink quicker. Okay, that wasn't drinking quicker. Okay, fine. That's fine. That's cool. I wanted you to drink fast anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. And then that's 2 platforms that are going to fall because we took out 2 dragonlings. And where's the next one going to spawn in? Right behind me. Okay, how you doing? Take 2 shots to the face. And hi, you're right there as well, okay? Take 2. Okay, got him. Ooh, you definitely need to be on par with your crossbowing skills for this section. 1, 2, 3. And if you feel like this gauntlet of dragonlings is too much for you, then you can at any point glide over. I think I'm going to glide over right about now. Because that should come right over on the right-hand side. And you may wonder why there are platforms over on the right. Well, that's because there's actually a diamond up there, like I said. Okay, I forgot that you spawn over here. Okay, I was glitched for a second. Okay, forgot that you spawned over there. Gonna be honest here about that one. Again, 1 shot from the flame arrows takes each of these guys out. Just take them all out from a distance, and that clears the room. So then you want to go over here to the right, jump up onto this staircase right here, then onto this, and glide over here to grab the diamond, and then you can glide over to the exit. I almost failed that. And drop to the ground, like so, and my health and mana has completely disappeared, but there are health and mana potions in here that we can use to fill up if we need to. Now, this room also has rolling balls and giant electrical things that come flying towards us for some reason. And good old-fashioned dragonlings mixed with the new electrical dragonlings, which means there's basically everything we've ever encountered up until this point within this gauntlet, except for knights. I don't think there are... No, sorry. There are knights. There are knights in this section. What am I on about? There's literally everything we've ever encountered in the entire game up until this point. This should really serve as the finale. But alas, we have one more thing to do for the finale, and that is the final boss, and I just died instantly, which is probably for the better, because I could probably explain what you're actually meant to do for this section. Okay. So as soon as you spawn and equip your Dragonling and then float over to this section right here, it kind of looks like the shape of Texas a little bit. I don't know. I honestly wouldn't worry about any of the Dragonlings whatsoever. I would just completely ignore them, pretend like they're not even there. And what you want to do is grab what you can in these sections, wait for oh dear, that was almost really bad. Wait for one of the electrical things to pass by, and then jump to the side of the rolling ball to try to avoid hitting the ball itself. And then just basically stick to the sides of both sections when you can, because that's when everything comes. That's where everything goes. The electrical things go straight down the middle, so you don't have to worry about those whatsoever. And then just stick to, and then once those pass, stick to the side of the rolling ball section, and then jump back to the middle, and then to the side again. So it's basically a zigzag pattern. And now you'll notice there's a train of Dragonlings behind us, and this is the part where we take them out. because no stone unturned and all that. So basically, take all of them out. Hi, you're right next to me. Why can't you? Here, there we go. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Whew. Alright. So that's that. Side note, this is my favorite song on the entire soundtrack. In fact, you know what? We're just going to sit here and listen to it for a bit. Okay, that's enough of that. So, welcome to the final section of the Checkerboards level, which is obviously the most insane one that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's super fun. So there's a giant checkerboard field in front of us that looks like you should be able to run on it, and when it is in full formation, you can run across any section of the checkerboard. But when it's split into different pieces like it is right now, then you have to look for certain keys as to which platforms you can stand on and which you can't. For instance, if you see arrows or health or something on a part of the platform, that usually means it's safe to stand on. So use that as an indication. But before we try to make it to the other side, we are going to go after some hidden treasures. And hello. Goodbye. Have a nice day. So what we're going to do is wait for the platform to come back and run to that health straight away. Then wait for the platforms to come back and run for that mana straight ahead. And also, I recommend having your Dragon Wing equipped for this section, just in case you aren't able to reach your intended target in time. And then once you reach over here, there's going to be a Gideon that spawns and take it out in one shot. Then glide over here to this section, and you are going to find some treasures over here. So let's come to a landing, like so. And then you'll find a crown over here. So now what we got to do is go to the other side to get the other crown. If I can... Oh, that was a close one. Wait for the platforms to come back so you know what's safe. And now our next target's going to be those arrows in the center. So run straight for the arrows. And I feel like being Daredevil, we're going to run for that health right here. And glide over because we're not going to make it fully. Drop to the ground before the Dragon Link gets the chance to get the jump on us. 1, 2, and 3 shots will take it down instantly. And then we're going to glide over to the... Wait, is it the other one? It might be the other one. I may have screwed up. I think it's this one, though. Honestly, this is the one section that confuses me as to where the treasures are. But I'm fairly certain that it's this one that we have to search. So another thing about this section that can sometimes confuse people. Alright, ready? This is the last treasure in the entire game. This crown right here. The second we get this crown, 100 out of 100 treasures. 40 bags of gold, 30 goblets, 20 diamonds, and 10 crowns. What a journey that was. Okay. And here's that music kicking in again. So something that for some reason confuses people is which door is the exit, which door is the entrance. It's always just been knowledge, like my brain instinctively knows which way is correct and which way isn't. But if for some reason you get disoriented and don't remember which way was the entrance and which way is the exit, then I have a big tip for you, which I didn't even really know was a tip to me at the time that I discovered this. But the entrance doesn't have a torch. The exit has a torch. If for whatever reason you find yourself being disoriented, use that as your indicator for which way you have to go. And actually, we're going to shoot at this Gideon right now because I don't trust you. Alright, so our next target is going to be that platform in the middle. Just kind of eyeball one of the checkered tiles, and you're going to spawn in again. Why are you going to spawn in again? Okay, cool. Have a nice day. Our next target. That health and mana that just spawned in as a result of the Gideon coming to an unfortunate conclusion. We're just going to keep doing this over and over again until we reach the exit. Find a section to home in on. Run towards it. Hover above the ground if you feel like you're incorrect. And then once you find that spot, stay here as your home base for a while. We're going to shoot out this Gideon in one shot, like so, and then run for his platform as soon as we take him out. And next target is going to be that section over there, right next to this little wall thing right here where the Dragon Link spawns in. 1, 2, and 3. One shot and you're done. And then we're going to run over to where the mana is. And we're not going to stop. We're going to jump and glide over to that section right here because I'm pretty sure Dragon Links might spawn in behind us soon enough. No? I seem to remember Dragon Link spawning in behind us whenever I did that. Oh well. Time to enter the final room in the game before the final boss battle. The portal room. Let's do it. straight away, 2 knights come rushing you, so get your fire sword ready. And then, okay, I didn't launch a whirlwind attack. If plan A fails, when plan A was whirlwind attack, then initiate plan B, which is just swing with fire sword. Run up to these 2 pillows, and 2 more are going to come, and we're actually going to do the whirlwind attack this time, and they're both instantly dead. And now it's time for smithies. Remember, you may initially panic because there's no fire pit nearby, but remember, you have the dragon flame now. You don't need a fire pit to take these guys out. And the smithies are the last enemies for this wave. If you haven't figured it out yet, this room is basically an enemy gauntlet of every enemy we have faced up until this point. So, basically, I think it comes in 2 waves. Once you clear 1 wave, pick up one of these mana cells. God, I haven't seen these in forever. I love these final sections because they're such a nostalgic callback to the earlier sections of the game. Take the mana cell, take it to the very end of this room, and put it on either of the 2 mana stations, or whatever the heck they're called. I honestly forget. It doesn't matter which one you put it on, you just need both of these to have mana cells in them. And while you can technically put the... Oh, does that count? No, it doesn't. It was a failure. You can technically put these on at any time, but there's so many enemies that come rushing on you. Honestly, if you can get these mana cells on here while the enemies are rushing you, you know what? You deserve it, because it's really freaking hard. Okay, now it's time for the Dragonling Gauntlet. Again, just use the flame arrow and try not to get yourself back into a corner. Continually move, and even if you're targeting one enemy, you can try to reposition your cursor like this, so that you shoot one enemy while you're targeting another, so that you can kind of go for 2 at the same time. And we're getting really low on our flame arrows here, which is unfortunate, but, you know, like I said, we were going to have to use all of these. So I probably should have been using the normal arrows this section, but, you know, we're not going to be needing arrows too heavily in the next section. Alright, so that's all the Dragonlings cleared out. So let's just gather. And there's also going to be, I believe, health and mana in the 2 corners of each room, so make sure to stock up on those if you need them, which you're probably going to, because this is really, really strenuous enemy gauntlet. So once that wave is clear, we're going to pick up this mana cell and take it to the end of the room. Honestly, hard to believe. Whew, just 2 weeks ago we started. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we started, and now we are coming to a close. Put this mana cell in the station and watch the fireworks.
Dirk, I'm trapped inside.
We are 1 step away from rescuing Daphne once and for all. But that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode. And until then, submitting Game Magic 13. Signing off saying I hope you have a fantastic Oracle day. And I'll catch you next time for the finale of Dragon's Lair 3D Return to the Lair. Goodbye!